We are here to discuss the project safety program specifically for our quarry operations. The primary purpose of this procedure is simple but critical: to ensure a comprehensive safety program is in place before we begin any quarrying activities. This document forms the foundation for controlling all safety aspects during operation, and the quarry manager holds ultimate responsibility for its implementation. Our scope today deals strictly with quarry-related matters. While general safety is covered in the broader project safety plan, we are here to address hazards specific to this environment, namely the inadvertent detonation of explosives, falling or flying rock, and traffic accidents involving heavy machinery. Let's start with the non-negotiables. General safety regulations. Personal protective clothing, or PPC, is mandatory. Every person entering the quarry must be issued appropriate gear, specifically hard hats and safety footwear as a minimum. Wearing this PPC is not a suggestion, it is a requirement at all times. Failure to comply is grounds for dismissal. Furthermore, before anyone starts work here, they must undergo a specific safety induction course run by the safety officer and quarry manager. This ensures everyone speaks the same safety language. We also mandate high standards of housekeeping. Combustible waste, oil-soaked rags, and rubbish must not accumulate. They must be removed daily to prevent fire hazards and maintain a hygienic site. Safety begins with a clean, disciplined workspace. We focus on leadership and emergency readiness. The quarry manager plays a pivotal role. Their responsibility is not just oversight, but active compliance. They must know both the broad and specific requirements of all construction regulations and legislation related to quarrying. It is their job to ensure that only competent, duly licensed persons operate our plant and machinery. The manager must also ensure that all equipment is safe, efficient, and maintained according to statutory regulations. This includes verifying that periodic inspections are carried out and that any repair work is done effectively and immediately. Furthermore, they are responsible for appraising the safety effectiveness of the supervisory staff under their control. However, even with the best management, accidents can happen, and we must be prepared. Our first aid protocols are strict. We require at least one trained and qualified first aider on every shift. A dedicated first aid room will be situated in the site office, equipped with stretchers, breathing apparatus, splints, and fully stocked kits. If an accident occurs, whether it involves lost time or not, it must be reported immediately on the prescribed forms. Investigations will follow, conducted by a subcommittee appointed by the Safety Committee. We do not hide incidents. We investigate them to prevent recurrence. We are now moving into the most high-risk category of our operation: explosives. We operate under strict government rules, specifically the Factories and Machinery Regulations of 1986 and the Explosives Act of 1957. We will be using specific types of explosives, including cartridge demolite, bagged ammonium nitrate, and detonating cords. Security is paramount. All explosives will be delivered into a licensed magazine constructed near the quarry, surrounded by chain-link fences to prevent unauthorized access. Only the licensed shot firer and a supervising policeman will hold the keys. A storebook will log every single item taken in or out, signed by the explosive supplier, the shot firer, and the policeman. When it comes to transport, we follow rigid protocols. ANFO, the ammonium nitrate fuel oil mixture, is prepared only on the day of blasting and only in the quantity required. It is transported to the site on a small truck displaying a revolving orange light. Loading and unloading are done manually to ensure even distribution. We also define strict prohibited areas. When blasting is imminent, 4 red flags will mark the corners of the area. Inside this zone, there is absolutely no smoking, no combustible materials, and no unauthorized personnel or equipment. Even radios and mobile phones are banned during blasting operations to prevent stray currents from accidentally initiating a detonation. This slide covers the technical execution of the blast. The process begins with charging holes. Before we load anything, every drill hole is checked for depth and obstructions using non-ferrous stemming rods. If a hole is blocked, we don't just jam explosives in. We attempt to clear it with air, or if necessary, re-drill or revise the plan. The charging process follows a predetermined plan. We lower a primer, a cartridge of emulite with a detonator, to the bottom of the hole. If we are using ANFO, it is poured in to reach a specific column height, constantly checked to prevent bridging or gaps. If the hole is wet, we switch tactics. We might blow the water out with compressed air, or if the water returns rapidly, we use water-resistant emulite sticks instead of ANFO to ensure the charge remains viable. Once charged, we move to initiation. The holes are connected in groups, each with its own millisecond delay detonator to control vibration levels. The shot firer then tests the entire circuit using an approved resistance meter. If the reading doesn't match calculations, the circuit is halved and tested until the fault, whether a bad connection or a faulty detonator, is found and fixed. This is a precision operation. We work from the rock face inwards, and every step is calculated to ensure the blast is effective and, above all, controlled. Finally, we address the critical moments of firing and general site traffic. When the circuit is verified and the blast is imminent, a red flag is hoisted at a conspicuous place. This is the visual signal for all personnel and equipment to clear the area to a safe distance. We use a specific sound signal system: 1 5-minute warning, a continuous siren for 15 seconds. 2 1-minute warning, 3 short siren blasts. 3 fire. At the end of the third signal, we initiate. After the blast, the shot firer inspects the area. Only when they give the all clear, a continuous siren for 1 minute can work resume. If there is a misfire, we have specific protocols involving red flags and careful removal using water jets or reblasting. Beyond blasting, general site safety relies on traffic management. No one enters the quarry on foot. You must be in a vehicle. All vehicles must have high visibility markings, and heavy machinery like dump trucks have the right of way over all other traffic. Descending trucks must give way to ascending trucks. Furthermore, automatic sound alarms are mandatory for reversing machines. If you are operating a vehicle at night, head and tail lights are non-negotiable, and we will illuminate loading areas with floodlights. Following these rules ensures that whether we are blasting rock or hauling it, everyone goes home safe.